Hello everyone and welcome back to another Simba's Marketing Tip. Today I want to share with you some of the trends that are happening in relation to social media marketing. And that way you know what's going on out there, what to look out for, and what you can also incorporate into your strategies. So let's get to it. One of the first things that's happening as far as social media is concerned is the paid advertising side. A lot of companies are using that, and it just makes sense because more and more and more companies are realizing that social media marketing is way more affordable, or the cost of it is way less than traditional media marketing, whether you're looking at television, radio, print, or billboard, or anything like that. The cost of doing those kind of marketing is really a lot big, and doing it on social media, the cost is a fraction of all that, to an extent where even if you take one of those ads and remove, just stay with it and not get rid of it, but instead of running one more commercial, or doing one more set or piece on a radio station, or even as far as your print media, whether it be a magazine or a newspaper, maybe going down a size, or putting one of the sources out. If you're going on five different magazines, for example, or three different newspapers, taking one ad out, or again reducing the size of it, that pays for your advertising online, and you still have money left over. So that's one of the things that's happening. Another one is that is starting to become bigger and bigger and bigger, is influencer marketing. What that is basically you've got an influencer or a micro influencer that's also coming up now, and these are the people that also already have a large following. Tune into whether it be their YouTube channel, or follow them on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, and they have a huge influence on what they do and what they're not doing. And then if you, for example, if you're a restaurant, having them come to your restaurant, and having a meal there, and share their experience on their social media page, does more than one thing. Again, number one is they're sharing that information with their followers. It's the same as you going to again, a newspaper or a television show, and doing an advertising there, because that is reaching a demographic or a market or number of people that are watching the show or listening to the radio. Same thing here. These are the people that are following this person, and what they do on a daily basis. So again, you're reaching all their followers, and sometimes they have thousands and thousands of followers. So that way you're reaching them that way. Okay, so that's another thing that's happening. The third thing that's also happening is that a lot of people are starting to use live streaming. What is it like? So again, going to an example of, for example, a restaurant, on a typical, or during a busy time, how crazy does it get? How many people are in there? And that just shows to your followers, again, that the food is so good that you're always busy, you're always packed, something like that. And again, the live streaming part, where even if, for example, you're in the kitchen part of it, and your chefs and your sous chefs and everybody else that's in there are prepping and putting the food together, or making the food and setting that out. That's another one. If you're a sports related company, maybe you've got you're a bicycle shop, and you're sponsoring a team or a group that goes on trail rides. So having them stream one of their rides while they're doing that, that is also becoming big. So that's another one. Again, that's the live streaming part, and that's also becoming a bigger trend. And so they look into that. Again, there's no cost to you other than that's just for you to provide that information, or that view to your followers. The other thing, the last one that I'm going to talk about, is becoming very important, or not important, but it's becoming more and more popular, and a lot of companies and a lot of people are using this. and it's great for you to start incorporating that into your your efforts as well. And that part is private groups and private accounts. And what that basically means is that no, although your social media outreach should be available to everyone, there's certain parts that are just basically closed off, and it's available to only a select few. So if you have, as for example, you've got these companies or these groups out there that are you have to have a membership to go to them. For example, BNI, which is Business Networking International, those guys there, or in some company groups like that, where you're part of, but you're an exclusive part. So if your niche that you're servicing, no one from that niche is in there. Uh, Regardless of what your niche may be, maybe you're a lawyer and you've got a group that you work with on a regular basis. For you to be part of that group, or for them to be part of your group, where you guys get together on a regular basis, whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it may be, and you guys are sharing information with each other to help each other grow, not necessarily to compete with each other, but to help each other grow. Or likewise, I mean, the other side of the things is that maybe you're in one town or one part of the city that you're not competing with someone that's on another part of the city, or a different city. Even though you guys are in the same market or same niche, you guys can still not necessarily compete, but collaborate with each other, and have that group going. So you can build on each other's efforts and see what's working. So whatever might be working for you, maybe the other person can use that and help their business grow, and vice versa as well. You can use what they're doing and help you grow. So that's the other part of it, and that's the private groups part. Okay, so again, the four things that are happening as far as market trends is concerned in marketing for social media. Number one is the paid advertising, and that's growing really high, going up. Again, to touch on that one more point on that paid advertising part, although it's very affordable to do that now, again, because a lot of these companies are realizing that that's a much more effective and cost effective way of doing things, chances are the price is going to go up. So what my advice to you is get into that and get that going right away, as far as the advertising part is concerned. So that's one. Two is the influencer marketing, where you're using someone else's influence over their followers to market your product or your service to them. Third one is the live streaming. That's and it's great for showing what you're doing, what your company's doing on a regular basis, and that's that one. And again, number four is private groups and private accounts, where a group of you are getting together and helping each other out. That's today's marketing tip. I want to thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.